Hello friends, I am Dr. Palavi Kaul and today we are going to learn about the organizational structure of elementary education at the state level. We have earlier talked about the role of various organizations and their structure. So, today we are going to know about the state level and the various institutions working for education at this level. The two organizations which are working at this level are SCERT and SIEMT. So, let us first start with the State Council of Educational Research and Training. Education in India falls in the concurrent list and it is under the control of both the union and the state government, with the responsibility assigned to both the governments. In order to integrate and to coordinate academic activities and professional activities at the school level as well as for administrative convenience, the State Council Educational Research and Training was set up in the state as a state level counterpart of the apex body, that is the NCERT, National Council for Educational Research and Training. It is entrusted with the responsibility in the area of planning, research, training and evaluation of all the academic programs from preschool to the higher secondary level. The SCERT Council are situated in around 36 locations including Sikkim, Tripura, Kerala, Goa, Jammu and Kashmir, etc. Let us now know about the organizational structure of the NCERT. SCERT has various departments working for specific purposes. For example, it has Department of In-Service Education, Department of Elementary Teacher Education, Department of Universal Elementary Education, Department of Educational Research and Policy Perspective and Innovation. It basically sees the research and policies which are to be implemented at the state level. The Department of Information Technology in Education, this also is an extension of CIET of the NCERT and looks into the information technology in education at the state level. Examination and Admission Cell is also a very important division of SCERT. Besides these departments, there are some other departments such as the Academic Cell, Administration Cell, Accounts Department and Publication Department. Now, let us look into the role of SCERT. The SCERT is the academic wing of the State Education Department for elementary education, secondary education and even the teacher education. It acts as the agent of change in school education, non-formal education and teacher education. It controls and supervises the working of the secondary training schools, D.El.Eds, training colleges, colleges of teacher education and institutes of advanced studies in education at the state level. It submits proposal to the state government for appointment of teachers, even transfers of teachers, teacher educators and the head of teacher training institutes and even the appointment and transfers of the principals of the state working in the government schools. The SCERT arranges, monitors and provides funds for in-service training for primary and secondary school teachers. It studies the curriculum at primary level, revises it and produces learning material on different subjects at the primary level, keeping the minimum level of learning in view, that is the MLL. It controls and supervises the working of secondary training schools, D.El.Eds, training colleges, colleges of teacher education and institute of advanced studies in education in the state. SCERT submit proposal to the state government for appointment of teachers, transfer of teachers, teacher educators and head of teacher training institutes and even the principals working in the government schools. It orients teachers about the minimum level of learning and it develops strategies to help children in achieving the minimum level of learning in various subjects at the school level. It also develops packages for preschool children. It provides extension services to teacher training institutes and coordinates the work of all extension service centers so that there is no isolation of these extension services centers. It implements the schemes and projects sponsored by Ministry of Human Resource Development, National Council of Educational Research and Training and any other schemes or projects funded by the international agencies such as UNESCO, UNICEF, World Bank, etc. It conducts research studies on various aspects of school education. It provides financial assistance to school for research projects also. In fact, the research studies are conducted at various levels, at the preschool level, the elementary level and the higher education level also. Now, here we have to see that at this school level, the various subjects the research study can be conducted on, the way the pedagogies, the way the teachers are teaching, the methodologies, educational technology, value education or even in the area of special education or children with special needs. Now, let us look closely into the function of SCERT. SCERT performs numerous functions such as curriculum revision and review of textbook. Let us know about this. The curriculum revision and review of textbook for primary and upper primary classes is the most important function of the SCERT. The revision has to be brought about according to the NCF which has been framed by the NCERT. Now, second function is the conducting the workshops. It conducts workshops on research methodologies, creativity, it even propagates educational psychology and focusing on the various other areas of competencies, skills of the teachers and even the requirement from the student side. Now, let us know about the pre and in-service training. It conducts teacher training program and other training programs for the development of teaching skills, designing learning outcomes, etc. Total quality management. This is a very important function of SCERT. SCERT focuses on the total quality management concept. It tries to remove the root cause of the quality problem rather than only treating the symptoms. So, it enhances, first of all, it tries to identify the lack in the quality at the school level and then tries to rectify that quality so that there is an improvement in the quality. The next function is guidance. It provides guidance to school. It provides guidance to teachers on various innovative practices such as the CCE, that is the continuous and comprehensive evaluation, the standard learning patterns, pedagogy, portraying effective learning methods, etc. Orientation. It organizes orientation programs for empowerment of teachers in various areas such as the proficiency enhancement, research aptitude, leadership behavior, communication. So, these are the various areas where might be few of the teachers are not up to the mark. So, it provides an orientation courses for these teachers. Besides these functions, there are so many functions which SCERT also performs such as collecting data of demand and supply of school teachers, conducting surveys and even conducting seminar and conferences in the field of school education so that the teachers become updated and there is a professional development of the school teachers. To sum up, we can say that SCERT is an apex body to provide academic support and ensure quality of primary and secondary education at the state level. Now, let us know about another body which is working at the state level, and that is the SIEMT, the State Institute of Education Management and Training. SIEMT is a state level autonomous institution established in various states as one wing of the SCERT as a state component program of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. Nowadays, there is a demand to prepare professionals for implementing district education plans effectively and efficiently. This has necessitated professional expertise in planning, implementation and management of educational programs at all levels, that is the state, district, sub-district and even at the grassroots levels. SIEMT is an important organizational arrangement to help professionalizing educational planning, administration and management activities at the state level, district level and the sub-district levels. SIEMTs are established as a supporting institution in the field of educational management. The prime objective of the institute is to impart training and conduct researches in the areas of educational planning and management. The various departments have been set up within this institute. For example, policy and planning, management, educational finance, research, evaluation and educational innovations, and MIS, that is a management information system. One of the important example we can take where the MIS system is working fluently is in the state of Haryana, where SIEMT has taken very good efforts in implementing the MIS system in the state. SIEMT is a state level autonomous institution established in various states as one wing of SCERT as a state component program of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. Now, let us look closely into the role of SIEMT. The main role of SIEMT is to develop managerial skills in the administrative officers and functionaries involved in the management of school education. But besides this, there are other main roles also of SIEMT. Now, the first role is acquisition of knowledge, the generation of knowledge through research findings from the other sources, compilation of all the case studies based on the national and the international experiences. So, whatever the case studies are happening at the state level, whether SIEMT itself is conducting, SCERT is conducting or any other international organization like UNESCO is conducted, are compiled by the SIEMT. The second important function is dissemination of knowledge. So, the dissemination of knowledge is done by SIEMT through using of media, publication, sensitization sessions, seminars and even discussions. Third important function and role of SIEMT is capacity to absorb knowledge and use it for development purposes. So, first it organizes orientation of functionaries, trainers, community leaders, and then secondary rendering professional and technical advice. So, any new policy which has to be implemented at the state level, the first of all the orientation of that to the various functionaries and the people who are going to train further the teachers are given by the SIEMT, and then slowly it percolates into the whole community at the state level. Now, district and micro level planning is also one of the important role and function of SIEMT. Improving the school efficiency by undergoing institutional planning is the part of it. Extension work is another important activity done by SIEMT. Last but not the least is providing technical support to the educational institutions. So, it provides technical support in a number of ways. Now, how it is done, that let us now discuss the function of SIEMT. So, the first function is to perform the task assigned to the institute and engage itself with planning and management of elementary education and seek active collaboration and support of state functionaries, NGOs, research institutions and organizations, other agencies like SRCs, SCERTs, DIETs, block and cluster resource centers. That is the block resource center and cluster resource centers. The main function of SIEMT are as follows. First of all, it supports the policy planning at the state level. It conducts research studies on various aspects. As we have seen, this is one of the important role and therefore the function is therefore to implement it. It also provides professional guidance to the state and sub-state level institutions. Now, it even develops competencies of educational managers, their supporting functionaries and community leaders of state, region and district level. It even develops and manages system of evaluation of educational institutions, educational programs as well as prevalent system of education. So, it evaluates whether the policies which have to be implemented are being implemented at the various state level and it even ensures that it is done in each school. Now, this another important function is support in the project planning, implementing, monitoring and then its evaluation. For this it takes up the project and then implement it and then do a research work after evaluating it whether the project was successful or not. Another important function is to provide support, guidance and training to bring positive behavioral changes in the educational functionaries. Documentation and dissemination of the documents at the block, district and state, national and even at the international level is done by SIEMT. These levels are informed about the various areas of educational planning and management. It establishes a kind of network within and outside the state for educational planning, management, development, monitoring, training and research. It provides a sharing platform for those involved in the educational planning and management. It offers consultancy services to the other states, the Government of India and other educational institutions also. It even supports the NGO projects for furthering the cause of educational planning and management. So, suppose if an NGO is opened for special need children, then accordingly financial support and even technical support is given to them. Even orientation and training is also given to the functionaries of the NGOs for supporting the special need children. So, learners, today we have learned about the organizational structure of SCERT and its role and function. Similarly, we have come to know about the SIEMT organizational structure and its role and function. Learners, we have learned a lot today and we will be meeting you in my next session. Keep learning and have a nice day. Thank you.
ये है कूल लाइफ, नो फिकर नो टेंशन। एक हम है कंगले।
पर यार एक्सीडेंट हो गया तो?
तू भी जनानियों की तरह उधेड़-बुन में लगा रहता है। जिंदगी एक ही बार मिलती है, एंजॉय। अब कहाँ चल दिया?
मेरी इकोनॉमिक्स की क्लास है।
अबे तेरे बिना वहाँ क्या कमी रह जाएगी?
मैं ये चैप्टर नहीं समझ पाऊंगा।
जा,
बाय।
और बगला भगत। यार तू तो रहेगा हमेशा कुएं का मेढक, लेकिन भैया हम तो दुनिया में फुल ऐश करेंगे।
यार तू समझता क्यों नहीं यार?
क्या? अक्ल मुझे भी है, मुझे पता है कि हमें नौकरियां करनी होंगी। आज तक जिंदगी पढ़ते पढ़ते गुजर गई, 2 साल बाद सर पे नौकरी की तलवार टंगी होगी और हम कौन सा लाट कलेक्टर बन जाएंगे, बस गुजारे लायक तनख्वाह होगी। इस दुनिया में इतनी मौज है, मस्ती है, ऐश है, उसमें हमारा हिस्सा कहाँ है? क्या?
ले बेटा खा।
चाची जी आप सुबह से रात तक काम करती हैं, थक नहीं जाती?
हाँ थक तो जाती हूँ बेटा, पर क्या करूँ, अब तो सुरेंद्र की बहू ही आकर के आराम देगी।
बहू क्या ऐसे ही आ जाती है? खर्चा करना पड़ता है, बहुओं को कुछ देना भी पड़ता है।
अरे मेरी बहू आए तो सही, मैं उसे सोने की चूड़ियां पहनाऊंगी, सोने की। हाँ अरे वो मोबाइल क्या देख रहा है? तुझे क्या मालूम, मैंने एक एक पैसा जोड़ जोड़ कर अपनी बहू के लिए सोने की चूड़ियां बनवाई हैं। मनीष बेटा, ये तेरा दोस्त है, इस तरह इसका ध्यान रख। स्कूल तो इसने तेरे साथ पार कर ही लिया है। ले ले सागौन ले ले।
नहीं नहीं।
क्यों? अरे ले भी ले।
अबे यार वहाँ हमारे ग्रुप का क्रेडिट कार्ड चलता है।
क्रेडिट को हिंदी में कर्ज कहते हैं।
तुझे नहीं पता, मेरा ग्रुप बहुत दिलदार है। 100 के नोट तो वो कुछ समझते ही नहीं।
जिस दिन तुझे उन्हें दावत देनी पड़ेगी तब क्या करेगा? वो तुझे फ्री में देकर आदत बिगाड़ रहे हैं।
मर्द बच्चा हूं मैं, तो बस जरा मस्ती के लिए, आदत वादत में नहीं डालूंगा, जब चाहे यूं छोड़ दूंगा।
तो अभी छोड़ दे।
क्या हुआ? मना कर गया। मैं तो पहले ही कह रहा था, गोली मारो उसे। इसकी भेजे में बात नहीं आएगी, इसकी किस्मत में खुश रहना नहीं लिखा है।
चाची जी सब्र कीजिए, सब ठीक हो जाएगा।
अरे कैसे सब्र करूं बेटे, कितनी मुश्किल से अकेली ने मैंने ये बेटा पाला है, और ये बेटा मुझे ये रंग दिखा रहा है। अरे मैं तो किसी से कह भी नहीं सकती। न जाने कैसे कैसे पैसे जुटा के मैंने इसकी बहू के लिए चूड़ियां बनवाई थी।
बहू के लिए बनवाई थी ना, बेटे ने ले ली तो क्या आफत आ गई?
अरे नाश पीटे, अरे तू चला जा, एक तो चोरी ऊपर से सीना चोरी।
मुझे अपने घर में बाहरी लोगों का दखल पसंद नहीं। आप जाओ।
अरे अरे ओ सत्यानाशी, चुप हो जा। मनीष मनीष बेटे, तो इसकी बातों का बुरा मत मानना।
चाची जी,
बहुत बुरा किया तूने, तूने बहुत बुरा किया। डॉक्टर साहब, मेरे बच्चों को बचा लीजिए।
आप थोड़ा सब्र रखिए, चिंता ना करिए, हम अपनी तरफ से पूरी कोशिश करेंगे। सुरेंद्र, हम आपको 15 दिन के लिए इस सेंटर पे रखेंगे। दवाइयों एवं बातचीत द्वारा हम आपका इलाज करेंगे, पर एक बात का ध्यान रखना होगा, दवाइयों से इस आदत से छुटकारा नहीं मिल सकता। इसके लिए आपको अपना आत्मविश्वास बढ़ाना होगा, और अगर इस आदत को छोड़ने की तुम मन में ठान लो तो दुनिया की कोई ताकत आपको रोक नहीं सकती। इस बात को हमेशा ध्यान रखना।
घर बैठे पाएं राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय शिक्षा संस्थान यानी NIOS में एडमिशन, वो भी एकदम आसान तरीके से, जिससे शिक्षार्थियों को होगी समय और धन दोनों की बचत। NIOS से शिक्षा कभी भी कहीं भी। शिक्षार्थियों, क्या आप जानते हैं NIOS में एडमिशन लेने का सरल और सुगम तरीका, जिससे शिक्षार्थियों को ऑनलाइन प्रवेश लेने में सहूलियत मिलती है। NIOS में प्रवेश की प्रक्रिया पूर्णतया ऑनलाइन है। शिक्षार्थी घर बैठे इंटरनेट द्वारा प्रवेश के लिए सबसे पहले NIOS की वेबसाइट www.nios.ac.in पर लॉगिन करें। अपना ईमेल आईडी और पासवर्ड डालकर अपना पंजीकरण करें। पंजीकरण के बाद लॉगिन करने पर ऑनलाइन प्रवेश हेतु आवेदन पत्र खुलेगा। आवेदन पत्र को निर्देशानुसार भरें और प्रिंट आउट लें। इस प्रिंट आउट पर अपनी फोटो संलग्न करें। ऑनलाइन प्रवेश के लिए शुल्क हेतु भुगतान के तरीके हैं: क्रेडिट कार्ड के द्वारा, डेबिट कार्ड के द्वारा, राष्ट्रीयकृत बैंक के ड्राफ्ट के माध्यम से, जो कि सचिव NIOS नई दिल्ली या नोएडा के पक्ष में देय हो। भरे हुए आवेदन पत्र के साथ साथ डिमांड ड्राफ्ट और संलग्न किए जाने वाले दस्तावेज हैं: जन्म रजिस्ट्रार के जिला कार्यालय से जारी जन्म प्रमाण पत्र की सत्यापित प्रति, जिसमें जन्म तिथि अंकित हो, पिछले विद्यालय से प्राप्त विद्यालय छोड़ने का प्रमाण पत्र, जिसमें आवेदक की जन्म तिथि लिखी हो। प्रवेश फॉर्म का प्रिंट आउट NIOS के संबद्ध क्षेत्रीय केंद्रों पर 10 दिनों में पहुंच जाना चाहिए, अन्यथा उचित दस्तावेज न लगे होने पर आवेदन फॉर्म रद्द किया जा सकता है। प्रवेश प्रक्रिया की पुष्टि होने के बाद शिक्षार्थियों को परिचय पत्र व अध्ययन सामग्री डाक द्वारा तुरंत पहुंचाई जाती है। ऑनलाइन प्रवेश एक बहुत ही सुगम और सुविधाजनक प्रवेश प्रणाली है। ऑनलाइन ऑन टाइम फॉर सेफ एंड सिक्योर एडमिशन।